My husband slept with my sister, and I watched them destroy everything. The illusion of perfect. I used to believe that my life was the kind people envied. A stable job, a loving husband, and a sister who was also my best friend. Our parents were gone, so Lily and I leaned on each other through everything. She lived overseas, but we spoke every week. When she moved back for a new job, I was ecstatic. It was like having a piece of my childhood back. Little did I know it would be the beginning of the end. Whispers in the dark. It started with subtle changes. My husband, Derek, became more distracted. Lily began staying over more often, always in the guest room. I didn't think much of it. We were family. But then I started noticing things. The way she laughed a little too hard at his jokes. The way his eyes lingered a second longer on her than they used to. And the silence. It wasn't just any silence. It was the kind that hums with secrets. Have you ever ignored your gut because the truth would destroy you? If this feels familiar, drop a heartbreak emoji in the comments. Cracks in the frame. One night, I came home earlier than expected. The living room lights were off, but the hallway was dimly lit. I heard a soft laugh, Lily's laugh. Then Derek's voice, low and intimate. I froze. I walked upstairs quietly, my heart pounding in my chest. Their laughter stopped abruptly. The guest room door clicked shut just as I turned the corner. They said they were watching a movie. I smiled, nodded, and locked myself in the bathroom. My hands were shaking. My face was burning. If you've ever pretended everything was okay when your heart was screaming, you're not alone. Let's talk in the comments. The night I couldn't unsee. It took me 2 weeks to gather the courage. I installed a hidden camera in the guest room. I told myself it was paranoia, but my soul already knew. That night, I sat in my car across the street, pretending I had a late shift. I watched the feed on my phone. They kissed, and not the kind of kiss you can explain away. It was long, slow, familiar. My husband's hands knew her body too well. Have you ever watched your life fall apart in real time? I did. If you've ever had your worst suspicions confirmed, type "I understand" in the chat. You are not crazy. You were right to feel it. Shattered trust, silent rage. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I planned. They didn't know I knew. I cooked. I smiled. I even hugged Lily. I waited. And in that silence, I built my own kind of justice. I started collecting evidence. Screenshots, recordings, receipts. I didn't just want revenge. I wanted truth, documented, undeniable. If you were me, would you confront them right away? Or would you wait until the perfect moment? Tell me what you'd do. I'm curious. Rebuilding in secret. While they whispered behind my back, I created distance. Emotionally, financially, legally. I moved our joint savings. I prepared the divorce papers. I even found a new apartment. All without a word. On the outside, I was the same. But inside, I was rebuilding, stronger, smarter. Sometimes power isn't loud. Sometimes it's quiet and deliberate. What's the most powerful thing you've done after heartbreak? Share it. Inspire someone else. The confrontation, I invited them both to dinner. Derek loved my lasagna. Lily brought wine. We laughed, we ate, we toasted to family. Then I placed the envelope on the table. Divorce papers, a USB drive with video footage, and printed screenshots. Lily turned pale. Derek stammered. I looked them both in the eye. I knew, for months, and I wanted to see how far you'd go. Ever wanted to say something so badly, but waited until it cut the deepest? This was that moment. Fallout Lily left the country within the week. Derek tried to apologize, begged for forgiveness. But some betrayals don't leave room for second chances. I signed the papers. I walked away. And for the first time in months, I felt free. Freedom doesn't always come easy, but when it arrives, it changes everything. If you've felt that kind of release, let me know. 9. A new beginning, but not the one I dreamed starting over, wasn't easy. The nights were lonely. The trust issues ran deep. But I began to rediscover myself, my strength, my peace, my laughter. Not every ending is clean. Some hurt, some heal, but they all teach you who you really are. Would you have done the same in my shoes? Drop your thoughts below. I read every comment. If this story struck a chord, you're not alone. Leave a comment below if you've ever felt betrayed by someone you trusted. Share your story. Let others know they're not alone. And if you believe in healing, in justice, and in the power of rising after the fall, subscribe for more real stories. Like, share, and turn on the bell. Because sometimes sharing our truth is the first step to taking back our power.